See, the annoying thing about having good quality t-shirts and materials is you can't just throw them in the tumble dryer. So I know we should really just get a clothes horse, but the tumble dryer is here and we normally just do laundry there, so we always just hang up all this shit on the doors. Maybe not the cleanest, but it is the easiest. There you are. Good morning. Good morning, vlog.
Good morning.
So, I don't know if we are going today. I've just checked the weather forecast, and BBC weather is saying it's like 12, which is like a straight headwind, and then XC. What is this called? XC. It's normally a bit more accurate. That's a bit lower. Maybe I should just do it. So it's kind of like 8 to 9. This XC weather is the one I found is in the UK is better for wind. It's the one apparently farmers use, which means it's legit. So yeah, what are you doing today?
I'm having coffee. And then we're going to here. And then we're going out for lunch.
Very good. Yeah, we're going out for lunch. We hit a bit of a milestone at Ettrong, hit 100 athletes. So yeah, something we're working towards for a while. So you're gonna go out and celebrate. Woo! Right, I've just finished my porridge. I think I'm gonna go. I haven't been rowing since Scott Champs, and I wouldn't mind a nice little gentle glass-like condition to go rowing in. When you can always just go slow. I know, but like even that would probably make it worse in the wind. What time's your hair appointment?
10.
Okay. Yeah, I just got a package coming. Look, I could easily edit this and just cut out that bit where I was going to go rowing and then go running. But I'm keeping it real. I felt the wind and I can't be fucked. I want to row in nice conditions, getting back into it. So I'm going to go for a nice long run. I don't really have any cereal or bread. And this is the only thing that we have left that resembles carbs. Colleen just shouted, why don't I go to Tesco? Because I can't be arsed. A nice dry old naan. What? Pauline said there's pita breads as well. Yeah, it's actually alright. This is better than a pita bread. Gotta fuel up. I'm gonna go for a long run. Probably like 14k maybe. No, not for 14k. No. The rest of it. You too good for this?
Has it been buttered?
No, it hasn't been buttered.
It's not
Are
interesting.
you too good for this?
Yeah.
You little princess.
It's just like
Eat it. What are you saying?
It's just like his mommy.
There we go. Good boy. That's a good lad. Get it, don't you? No. For fuck's sake, Tokyo.
It is buttered.
Tokyo used to always eat bread. But then, what was it when he started toasting? When you'd have toast and put butter on it, he got used to that. So then it got to the point where he wouldn't have bread if it wasn't toasted and buttered.
You little diva, eh? Come a long way from the kennels and the dog fighting days, hey?
For those that don't know, Tokyo was, we rescued him from a rescue shelter. We didn't know what was going on. We knew his owners were in jail, and we looked at him, and we saw obviously he's a pretty, like, aggressive looking dog, as dogs go generally. And they didn't tell us what they were in jail for, but after we adopted him, it turned out they were in jail for breeding dog fighting. And so yeah, Tokyo was getting trained to be a dog fighter. Yeah, he's a good dog. He loves people, but he fucking hates other dogs because that's what he was trained to do. So going for walks is always an adventure. The one camera I don't use very much is the DJI Nano, but look at how cute it is, how wee and can you see with the lighting? You can just we're on like that the whole time. So small and easy. Bye. So I don't know how good the audio is on this. Apologies. It's whack. Yeah, anyway, it's just a bit of an update. Life, edge drilling. So one thing I haven't spoken about in a while that has given us such success in edge drilling is finding the right people to specialize in different areas. And for those that don't know, edge drilling, I basically don't do any of the one-on-one coaching. I'm more focused on kind of back-end stuff, and also bringing in the right people into edge drilling to make sure we can give them results and that they'd be a good member in the community. And anyways, when I started bringing in coaches, their full focus could be one-to-one coaching, and what happened was athlete feedback went up and improvement rates went up. So it's a cool moment for me because I was kind of like, oh, I thought it needed me. I thought I was the only one that could do this. And it also meant that, you know, we could grow and expand as long as we found the right coaches. So, yeah, the other side of that as well, like for the past year or two, I've kind of stepped away from sort of like managerial high-end decisions as well. I've been working with people to help me on that side of it. And it's something from the back end kind of business side. Again, bringing in specialists, that's helped it grow. But I said it in the last few vlogs, May was fucking insane. And because we had an increased coaching capacity, we were able to bring in more athletes. So then I was doing all the interviews for all the athletes, and basically resulted in me having no free time. And it was just me doing, interviews from basically, I would do admin from about 8 a.m. until 10, and then from 10 until 9, 10 p.m. I'll be doing interviews. So more recently our team has worked to bring in somebody whose job it is to interview people for edge drilling, and yeah, they're now finally set up. I'm still of course going to be involved in that process, but now I'm confident we've got the right person, got the right processes to make sure we're bringing the right people in. And yeah, just like we were finishing off the kind of last rounds of training, and I was watching them do some of it, and it was the weirdest fucking feeling because it was like the last thing that I saw edge drilling being dependent on me with, and I could start to see edge drilling function on its own. So what I want to do is take a bit of a step back for a week. Once this is set up, step back for like a week or two and slow the fuck down. Fuck, I'm gonna stop here. As I say, slow down. I feel like that's an appropriate time to actually literally slow down because I can't fucking breathe. Running's been going better as well. And a quote I like is, you can't be productive and creative at the same time. So what I would like to do is just get a bit of time to pause, zoom out, and look at what I need to be doing next to help edge drilling grow. And we've got some exciting fucking plans for the rest of 2026. And then into 2027, it's going to be a really cool year. And basically what it will be is like more crews, more events, and more racing together. I start running again, mainly because that guy's catching up with me. I'm definitely a lot more confident talking on camera, but not entirely yet, especially when it's like one-on-one in like a private path. Anyways, yeah, that's where we're at. I'm looking forward to getting a bit of my life back. Pauline, she's just always been so supportive of what I do, whether that was rowing, getting nowhere for years, having no weekends, or whether it's now, you know, when I need to go full gas with work. So yeah, just got some personal stuff as well to update you all on what's going on, what Pauline and I plans are for the future. Maybe starting to think about starting a family as well. So yeah, I think I'm not gonna talk too much about what I think is next. I think I will do that once I've had some time to just pause and fucking breathe. But yeah, so grateful for my life, for Pauline, for my family, for what I get to do as a job, even just making these videos. You know, it's so cool. And I had a vision of it years and years ago when I first started doing this, and it's starting to come to fruition. Now I can see kind of the next steps of that. The last parts of the vision are starting to come there. Kind of want to think about is like, what's next for edge rowing. It can be so easy when you're Scottish or you live in Scotland to be a miserable fucking prick all the time about the weather. One thing I've been working on trying to be grateful of is, number one, I used to spend all my summers in London, and that would get warm, but by the end of 2 weeks I'd be like, fuck this is too warm. I'd come back home to Glasgow and I'd be like, 13 degrees Celsius, lovely. Fresh air as well, that's a big difference. You got all those Highland winds brisking through your lungs, laddie. And then also, hey, look how green this shit is. It's so green. It's so luscious. It's good for your mind to be around green stuff. Hell yeah, bro. Just kidding. Don't do drugs, kids. Stay in school. Because most of it is just along the river. Especially in the summer, you just get these really nice, you just swallowed in the vegetation. Run done. Let's see what we got here. 13k, 524. Heart rate's probably a little high, yeah. Definitely a little high. I mean, we're very big on doing proper UT2 to go faster. And look, there's no excuse here. I'm just not following my own advice. The one thing I would say, if I was like trying to train properly for something to get fitter and faster, I definitely would be doing proper UT2. But hey ho, I'm not. And that's that. You got a problem with that? Huh? Do ya? Oh, that was a good one. Yeah, look, something I'm always very, very hesitant to talk about is weight. And weight loss in particular. Maybe it's definitely a topic for a whole nother video, but something that I pushed to the extreme and it became unhealthy for a time. So I know unfortunately that's a big problem in rowing, is that, in all sports really, that people become, you know, through no fault of their own, focused on it, and it can become very toxic for them. So it's something, while I experience, I don't know how much I want to talk about it with, just purely because I think it can be triggering for a lot of people, but then also it can influence people one way or the other, and I don't want that to happen. What the fuck? Alright. But anyways, leaving that aside, just having been training more and eating differently, I've lost weight, and one of the effects of that is that sore in my knees sitting like that. One of the effects is that running has been a lot easier. Rowing still feels the same, but yeah, running definitely has been easier. So it means I can go for longer without any knee pain. So that's been enjoyable. Part of the reason I've been doing a little bit more of it as well. Also, it's good to get outside. And just recently, when I exercise, I like to ideally do it outside as well because I'm in my flat all day. So it's just finding the time to go rowing, and then also, you know, I'm still a bit of a diva when it comes to the conditions. But anyways, time to chill out, got a bit of work to do, and then Pauline and I are going out to celebrate. Shit needs iron. When I get the chance on Saturday mornings, I like to crank country music. Dad, if you're watching, shout out Dad. Very much a childhood memory of mine, so brings back good times. What do I got playing right now? Dreamcatcher by Lainey Wilson. I've got a good combination of kind of like 90s country, like proper cowboy hat, redneck bullshit. I'm not a redneck, by the way. I'm left wing. Anyways. And then also some kind of like mainstream pop stuff. I'm really falling for it recently. God damn! Looking smoking. Looking beautiful. Alright. We're heading out. Yeah, taxi will be here any moment. Yeah.